All right, welcome folks to Gordium, where we generate, evaluate, and execute on startup ideas. Today's problem that we're trying to solve is that nasal strips, like Band-Aids, are individually packed. So here's my problem. There's a lot of problems with this. One, just the sheer amount of waste. Like look at that. So each strip has two like paper covers. So you got two pieces of trash there, and then you have this wrapper, and there's only one per wrapper. And so, for 50 of these, I guess you're talking about like 150 pieces of individual trash, which is just insane to me. Um, and I don't think it's recyclable. I don't think any of that junk. And I think even the strips themselves are not recyclable. So like, it's just a bunch of junk. And I snore like crazy, and they solved my snoring problem. But now I have this trash ethical problem. So, um, the one thing I'd love to know, I'm sure there are regulations because Band-Aids are in the same boat, like Band-Aids are individually wrapped. And I honestly think that's kind of crazy because I'm sure you could, well, I guess the hard thing is with Band-Aids, like once you open, if you had two in one container, if you opened one of them, then the other one would then be exposed. So Band-Aids make sense. Nasal strips, much less so. So the ideas I have are like, instead of individually wrapping these, you could have like one big wrapper with like 10 strips in it, because then you could just pull out one strip at a time. All right. So then you've cut your trash down by a third. Um,
But does it cut down the volume?
yes, that would. Because so basically, instead of having, one in here and one in
Oh,
there, you'd have like 15 in
they'd be stacked.
one. They'd be stacked. It's like they're super stackable. Why don't we utilize the fact? Yeah, like,
I have a question.
yes.
How do these help?
It's really interesting. They expand your breathing cavity in your nose.
But
So they
how?
like, they just by tension. Like
Okay.
it's like really sticky, and so
So
it's
it's the property of their stickiness.
well, but they're covered. Like they're not sticky. They have a
Well,
plastic covering here to
so
make sure they don't
yeah,
stick to each
but
other.
the the it's not like they're coated in something that you're breathing in.
Yes,
It's
exactly. Yeah.
mechanical.
It's mechanical. That's exactly right. Yep, they're literally just providing tension to pull your nostrils out a little bit so you can breathe more.
I wonder I wonder if you could do, and this is going to be a little bit like bizarre because um but like, so to me, so there's a plastic piece. So I guess the bridge between the two forks is like a
Hmm.
plastic piece, right? And then the four lobes on the corners, those are sticky, right?
All of it is actually sticky.
Oh,
Yeah.
all of it.
So this
Okay.
is this is just like if you had a Band-Aid and you just only had the sticky part. It's a little bit thicker than that and it's
Okay.
stickier, but that's the idea is it's all this like soft kind of fabric and it just
Mhm.
relies on tension from the stickiness across the
Oh,
bridge.
okay. So there's no,
Yeah.
is there a plastic piece?
No, there's actually, yeah, this is all fabric. The
Okay.
plastic though is right. See that thin line dividing it?
Yep.
These are like the Band-Aid covers,
Yep.
that
Yep.
it's literally the same as a Band-Aid
Okay.
in the
So
packaging.
it's
So you
just a
have
band-aid with no, spot for absorbing glue.
exactly. And the packaging is the same. And with Band-Aids it makes sense because those need to be, perfectly isolated and clean, each
Yeah.
one. Which
Yeah.
yes,
You're
this needs to be the same, but not to the same extent. Like it's in my to my mind, it's totally fine if they're packaged with other things.
mhm.
Maybe this is a regulation, and that's what I don't know. Like, are these some type of FDA medical device? And so,
I wonder, like, what if you had, like, instead of these being one-time use things, you have them, you know,
yeah,
they're little fabric pieces, and then you have, some sort of like glue
yeah,
that you can apply, put it on, you use it that night, and then you just wash them, you know. and after, you've got a 2-week supply, and then after 2 weeks you wash them, and then you start over.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting. So that kind of like I was thinking like a reusable portion with disposable tape, because basically what you could have, this whole thing could be fabric, and then you could have tape that just goes on the ends here, because this doesn't, that's not really important for it to be sticky. I don't think. I mean, I'd have to test, but you'd probably know better. Yeah, I like the idea of glue. I like the idea of washable. You could also do something like more mechanical that like hooks into your nostrils or something, but that sounds uncomfortable.
Yes, please. Like the old-fashioned
braces
that go around your head.
Oh God.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, that's a Shark Tank version of it. Is a mechanical nose ring that looks like old school braces. Keeps your nostrils open. Another alternative that my friend told me about is you can just tape your mouth shut. I don't know how this works, but his dad apparently does this. He just tapes his mouth shut.
That sounds
and
awful.
It forces him to breathe through his nose, so he doesn't need these nasal strips. Yeah.
Another option would be, well, either be in, a place like Grand Rapids where we burn our trash, at a waste to energy plant. So then it's, yes, we're wasting things, but we're extracting the energy from it.
Yeah.
Or making them out of compostable material.
Yeah. I would feel better about that, because right now, yeah, I'm just throwing crap out. I feel like
I would also check to see if your waste goes to a waste to energy plant.
Yeah.
Because
I have
that
no idea.
would change your, should change your.
I feel like LA doesn't. I don't know.
No, probably not.
Oh, apparently. Well, this is food waste.
Yeah, that would be compost.
That's a bioenergy product.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool though that they're doing that. California. Oh, they're planning one at some point. Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really, yeah, we don't really have that. Biomass magazine. That's a good point though. Yeah, if we just burned our trash
in a sustainable way.
What's an unsustainable way of burning your trash?
Just going out to the backyard and throwing it
Oh,
in the oil drum and burning it.
Yeah, that's no good. There's in Oregon where I studied for a little bit, there's a hill where it was an old logging town, and people would just launch things down the hill, and that was their garbage disposal.
Perfect.
It's like a cliff, and there's like old cars and stoves and fridges, and people just throw it off a cliff. It's now a cliff of trash. Yeah, fun stuff.
Humans are the best.
We rock. Do we have any waste? Fridges, waste thoughts? I feel like this is similar to flossers, barbecue sauce. Well, really, I think the flossers is a better.
Yeah, the flossers are a very close.
Which this reminds me, toothbrushes are similar, and I just
on a
got
slower scale.
Yes, but I can't remember if it's Crest or Oral-B. I just bought this aluminum. It's an aluminum frame toothbrush. That's then the aluminum handle. Is this the one? Ah, man. So basically, you only replace the head. Here it is. Colgate Keep. Let me see if I can find a better. And I was surprised that a big company like this would do it. Yeah. So this part is aluminum, and theoretically, then all you have to do is swap out the head.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is actually kind of similar to this, like similar to, I guess I could make this, I don't know where to, do I have a products? I don't. I just have companies. I've never thought of having a product in here. Kind of makes sense to do, right? Reference. Oh. Oh, that's above now. Oh, that was easy. So, oh, this is so Colgate Keep is what it's called. And then I'll just move this over to products. Yeah, so this would be similar to, I feel like these would be fun to experiment with because it's such a daily usage type of thing, you know? Let's see what else we have. Do we have anything like Band-Aid? I guess trash might be interesting to look at.
Trash.
I feel like flossers is a good connection.
Yep.
Good enough. All right, I think I have my ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do actually. Yeah. Okay. All right. My motivation is a 1.
Give it a goose egg.
Oh, a goose egg. Do you snore?
I don't know. I'm asleep.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to pay attention. We're going on a hike. I'm gonna have to pay attention. See, because then I can get you invested on this problem. If you snore. I'm sure snoring has negative health effects. I'll just spook you into helping me with this. Speed to failure.
I give a 1.
I agree. Because what I'm really excited about is when I was struggling with my snoring, there's apps that measure snoring. So we could test out each of these and have really accurate data as to how effective each were, you know? Impact.
I give a 0.
I hate to agree with you, but I do.
Agreeing with Neil is just a terrible thing.
Well, I hate to give you a goose egg, you know. This is definitely a not or not now.
Yep.
It might be a hobby one. I don't know. This is working for me. And yeah, I guess the source should be Jimmy's snoring problems. It's another problem. Well, that's all we have for you today, folks. Let us know if you come up with something fun. All right, see ya.